Hello, my Aries Collective. I am here today to give you your message for October 2025. We start off everything with the Mercury retrograde that will be October 2nd till the 16th. It will be influenced by the sign of Scorpio. There's also an influence of the Pluto in Aquarius retrograde because the moon is in Aquarius. And there is a trine in the sun in Libra. I feel like this Mercury retrograde is going to be very different than all our other Mercury retrogrades because it's a revelation of a strong truth, unhealthy patterns, and addictions that we need to move away from. And so I feel like it's going to be hard and it's going to be conflicting in the same way that Mercury retrograde usually brings chaos, but in a way that is more emotionally based because it's really linked to the Scorpio. I recommend for everybody to kind of see the readings of Scorpio and Libra. Scorpio and Libra are the two game players of October. So it's telling you a lot of how this energy is going to be playing out around you. Let's talk about this. I got two. Of course I got two. Of course. Oh my God, this one is legit coming out for a lot of people. Moving forward, and then we have unconditional love. Moving forward is kind of like darkness, the darkness that forces you to move forward. But here, let me just read that book for you for that energy. So this is connected to the last chakras. So it's from the solar plexus all the way to the base of chakra. This is divine masculine, divine feminine. This is inner child wounding. This is imbalances of the relationships around you between the two polarities of masculine and feminine. And it says, I am grateful for my past experiences, good and hard. I embrace the lessons learned and now move forward courageously. It says, you can't start the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading the last one. And the person that wrote that is anonymous. And the reality is that sometimes we dwell in our darkness, the things that happened to us in our past, so much that we become the bitter past. We become that person we hated. We become that oppressor, that shamer, that judger. Except we come from a different angle because we lived through so much and we have that pain. Caroline Myss, I liked how she explained it. She called it woundology. An energy in which you wear your pain as a badge of honor and say, I understand that I'm here and I'm there and I do this other thing, but I had to survive this. So I'm justified. And this is talking about moving past that. Now, you guys are going through a lot because you have that retrograde in Aries in Neptune. And this is revealing your shadow. And this is your shadow. And so it's like calling yourself in your own BS. So the next one is number 34. And number 34 is unconditional love. And this is your sacral and your heart space. And this is inner child wounding that you're healing. Okay? Learning how to mother yourself because you need that mother influence. I love all facets of myself and send any hurt or wound within me love and compassion. I didn't even know that was there. That's crazy because I've just been talking about your wound. And then we have the ultimate lesson of all of us have to learn. Oh, the ultimate lesson all of us have to learn is unconditional love, which includes not only others, but ourselves as well. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. And what I'm feeling is 100% woundology for you, where you're justifying your actions towards others and towards your life because of the wounds that you carry. Then these other people yell at you saying, you were this and you were this and you were this. And you're like, well, I went through this and that's the reason I was that, you know? And it's like, no, you're just repeating the cycle that was done to you because of the wound you carried. Nobody's going to want to listen to this reading, but whatever. I'm just going to keep saying it. October is going to be hard because it's like a slap in the face of people kind of telling you, well, we're not going to let you use that excuse anymore. Because now you are that. You are the evil parent that hurt you. You are the oppressor. You are the abuser. And I've had to live through that. It's your fault. And unconditional love is understanding to yourself that you are wounded. But unconditional love doesn't mean that everybody has to love you because of the wound you experienced. Oh, this reading is going to be harsh, y'all. That's all I'm going to say. Next, October 6th. Full moon in your sign, Aries, which I feel like you might be a little explosive, especially since this is nasty. Somebody calling to your face your bullshit is nasty. It feels awful. You feel like shit. And the number one thing that Aries hates is to feel like shit. How's this going to affect you? Grief. Oh, my Lord Jesus. It says, it is but a mere glimpse of nothingness, hidden away deep within the chamber of your mourning. In the red clover's birth, lost illusions. Do you see this? Do you see how she has strings tied up in her arms? I don't think you even see how much you hurt the ones around you because of the pain you carried. This is why I'm really big on people doing counseling and really taking care of themselves. Because we are blinded by our pain. And we are blinded of how that pain negatively impacts everyone around us. And we are blinded by how that pain limits how much we are able to be ourselves, especially around the ones that are closest to us. This moon, for me, instead of you feeling fiery, I think that you're going to turn those swords that you turn on everybody else on yourself, and you can fall in depression. I need you really to look for some help. Venus enters Libra October 13th. Also, Pluto goes direct in Sagittarius, and that will be, in Aquarius, for 20, all the way to 2042. It's like really people and even yourself seeing the truth about yourself. Balancing of the love. So the love you will receive is is equal and opposite to the love that you give. So it's kind of like equal reciprocity is the name of the game. So you might feel rejection by many people, and that's an internal reflection of what you need to do for yourself. Oh, that's the first time I see this one. This one's vicious. Look at this. Oops. Let me see. There you go. He's eating a person, man. That's scary for me because I'm seeing grief and I feel like you're being consumed by your own grief. And that feels like even deeper into darkness. Somebody needs to seek help. Whoever I'm talking to. This one's Mictlatucueli. Mictlatucueli. Miktatukveli. That's I think how it's pronounced. I'm not sure though. And it says it is time to look at the situation from a more in-depth point of view, to analyze the circumstances before putting the pieces back together. I'm going to repeat it. Somebody needs to seek help. This is going to start consuming you. I knew this month of October is going to be feisty. Venus enters Libra, October 13th. Oh, I already did this one. Shut up. I think there's another message because I was going to do it again. Hold on. Let me just shuffle it again. That's the first time I've done that. Shut up. I like this one. This is number 21. Do you see that? That's your darkness dancing with your light. That is Libra. That is the energy of having to balance out your duality, having to balance out your anger, this is therapy. That's what that feels like. And this is instinct. Indulge the flame that you feel burning without repressing it. Transform it into your strong point and pride, and you will obtain the results you desire. This is literally coming to the point where right now you're being called. This pain, this anger, this grief is making you check yourself before you wreck yourself. Listen to yourself. It's important. The next one is the new moon in Libra, which is October 21st. This one has the square Jupiter in Cancer. This is like seeing the wall that is blocking your happiness. Okay? Boogeyman with the movie Halloween. I think you've been running away from yourself your entire life. You've been running away from your pain. You've been masking it with anger. You've been acting like you're a really strong person, that you can do everything. I think you're an overachiever. I mean, you're Cancer and you're an Aries, of course. You're a leader. And you pretend that the feelings you don't feel them. You're not going to be able to run away from it anymore. You can't run away from yourself. Because eventually, and this is what I'm feeling here, is that you're going to be the only one around you. Because people will not hold space for you. Because you're going to push them away with your actions. Heal yourself. Take control. Connect to people that you can talk to heal that wound in your heart. It's time for you to reconsider, because you haven't been seeing clearly, and it's time for you to see the situation from a different angle. It's time for you to open a doorway to a different path that isn't the one that you've been living up to now. The judgment that you feel right now is your calling to confront the inner work that you haven't done. You're going to feel judged the month of October. You're going to feel as though you're being attacked. You're going to get challenged. You're going to get confronted. And it's just going to keep happening because they're wanting you to heal yourself. They're going to stir up a lot of emotions in October. This is the lesson that you're supposed to learn, because this is the teacher. This is the Hierophant. That it's time for you, Six of Swords, to move away from the pain and heal. It's time for you to grow. I actually want to look up that number. That's 568 for your last message. I don't know why I want to do that, but I'm going to do it. 568. You are not being blocked or held back. You are just being encouraged to trust. You lack information only because the next phase of your journey won't be created until you make the next move. But know that the universe is on your side. In other words, expect roadblocks, for things not to go your way, for everything to be stopped, for everything to be limited, for everything to be a fight. Again, that's this one, challenging times. And you will feel judged until you heal what you refuse to see. Look at what you refuse to see. This is a you thing. This is not the rest of the world. I hope this helps.